It was a stormy night when Mark, bored and curious, stumbled upon an old wooden box in his attic. Inside, he found a dusty pendulum game, the game that claimed to answer questions from beyond. Intrigued, he took it downstairs and set it on his kitchen table and began to play. "Is anyone there?" he asked. The pendulum swinging gently, it began to move in a circle, faster and faster, until it abruptly stopped, pointing towards the word yes. Mark felt a chill run down his spine, but continued, "What is your name?" The pendulum spelled out, Azazel. Unbeknownst to Mark, he had just summoned a demon. The temperature in the room dropped, and the lights flickered. Suddenly, an invisible force grabbed him, lifting him off the ground and hurling him against the wall. Pain shot through his body as he crumbled to the floor, grasping for breath. The pendulum lay on the table, untouched, but its presence felt menacing. In a panic, Mark grabbed the game and threw it into the trash. He tried to shake it off, convincing himself that it was just his imagination. But that night, he heard whispers, sinister and mocking, echoing through the house. The pendulum game was back on the table the next morning, as if it had never been moved. Desperate, Mark turned to his grandmother's old rituals. She had been a devout woman, and he remembered her blessing the house with white candles and biblical verses. Mark decided to follow her example. For 3 consecutive nights, he lit white candles in every room and recited verses from the Bible, praying for protection. On the 3rd night, as he completed the ritual, he felt a heavy presence looming. The shadows in the corners of his room seemed to writhe and pulse with a life of their own. Mark took the pendulum game outside his backyard, doused it with lighter fluid, and set it ablaze. The flames roared to life, consuming the wood and the string. As the game burned, an unholy scream erupted from the fire, a sound so chilling it made his own blood run cold. The screams grew louder, filled with rage and agony, as if the very presence of evil was being dragged back to hell. Finally, the fire died down, leaving only ashes and silence. The oppressive weight that had hung over the house lifted, and Mark felt a calm he hadn't known in days. The demon was gone, banished back from the depths from which it came. He sighed in relief, knowing the nightmare had ended. The pendulum's curse was broken.